Hi Aquarius, here is a general look at your solar chart for February 2016, and may I wish you a happy birthday. Now, there's a long transit of Mars at the moment going through Scorpio, and in fact it will be hopping from Scorpio to Sagittarius and back to Scorpio between now and September. And where it is just now, it will make a series of hits across to your sign, so that should raise your energy levels and you can get an awful lot done. You can be very progressive because you're feeling more decisive, you want to initiate things, you're clear about stuff, you want to assert yourself. But I would just say don't get so wrapped up in your own principles or beliefs that you become intractable, and or intransigent, because that might not be good. Where Mars is, I'll come back to that in a minute, but where Mars is in the area to do with people in authority, people in positions of so-called power and authority in the world. So you need to be able to feel that you can go forwards and assert yourself, but at the same time you need to make the right impression as well. So the sun, well, until the 19th, it's a powerful time for you with the sun in your sign, a good time for taking stock and reviewing the dance of life over the past year. And it's time that you can be more self-centered, really. I mean, if ever there was a time, it's now. And feel the empowerment that doing things that you really enjoy bring to you. Until the 14th and the 17th, respectively, Mercury and Venus are in a very background sign. They're in the sign before yours, so it's a very background area, leading you to become maybe introspective and mulling things over in your mind, undecided about something, despite what I just said about Mars, but feeling as though in a kind of outer worldly way you're using this decisiveness, but actually within there are lots, maybe more questions than answers. That could be a way that this pans out. It might be to do with the professional side, it might not, it might be to do with the personal side. So whatever it's to do with, if you do feel it, then understand that at this time you should be able to zone out. Wherever you can, just go to those sorts of places or engage yourself in those kinds of activities where you can get out of your mind and just be in something that you just enjoy, you get a lot out of, that takes you out of yourself, that is healing. I mean, actually going in and doing like practices and therapies and remedies and things like that, that could be good. Or if you're working on the inner planes, then this is a very good time to hold on to the vision of how you want something to be, and then trust that that happiness, that renewal, whatever it's about, is in the pipeline. It's yours. The only thing that separates you from it is time. Now, you could be humming and hawing about how you feel about somebody or something as well at this time. There is also that thing going on as well, but Venus, which is the planet I'm looking at, tends to find the balance. So you can gently get things ironed out, you can gently feel more harmony coming in and support coming from others. Like the milk of human kindness is there, the facilitation from somebody is there, maybe from a surprising place. Maybe you're more engaged with being with a group of others in a little bubble, and that's where you feel sociable, that you're feeling at ease, you're feeling like you're singing from the same page, sort of thing. Then that begins to change when they both move out of there. So Mercury moves out of there on the 14th and Venus moves out of there on the 17th, and it changes into something which is far more definitely outgoing and sociable and really, really much more in the mood to meet the big wide world, and boosting your confidence, boosting your love life, probably with Venus in your sign. So you're not so introspective, you're more certain about things, you're reaching out more to connect. With more confidence, I would say. Professional relationships could get a boost as well. In fact, some professional relationships could be the conduit to good, new friends or even romance, and also boost morale and could be lucrative as well. Mercury there in your sign puts you very strongly, busy mind in the flow of information exchange, and connecting, mixing and mingling, that kind of thing. Then from the 19th, the sun moves into quite a practical area. It's around finances, property, maybe a space, inside, outside. It's centered around possessions and stuff. And you're seeing how to improve things. Maybe that becomes a bit of a theme in practical ways in your life, materially, but also physically with your physical body. Or maybe it's somebody else's. Now Mars. So this is a very long Mars transit. And over this transit, you feel the need to work on image, reputation, and the impression you're making, as I said. And you could get frustrated at times with officials or the powers that be or bureaucracy, but just keep your cool, and you will make progress with the master plan. Okay, so then Saturn's in another long transit, and actually at the moment Saturn is in a very good angle to your sun sign and will be until the end of 2017. So Saturn is the builder of the zodiac. She loves to construct new things and build new shapes, and you can be successful if you put a steady flow of energy into your group. You're cultivating your group connections. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And you're becoming known throughout a club or an organization or a group or a hierarchy, if that's what you want. Some kind of social circle, finding your place, in the pecking order, as it were, and then moving up, moving out, moving whichever way you want to move. So this is a time for progress. It's steady progress over the next 2 years as you go forwards, and it's, as I say, it's very supportive, it's very opportunistic, it's got a lot of potential, this one, so things could work out well on that level there, or in that sector there. And Aquarians born the 1st to the 5th of February, or with 13 to 17 degrees rising, are likely to be feeling this energy the most during the forecast period, but of course it's over the whole sign. Just now we have Saturn in a fabulous, stunning angle to Uranus. This is extremely good news for your sign. So if there are really new things that you're not used to becoming a part of your life, new technology, unconventional people, situations, unconventional to you, maybe it's not unconventional to the rest of us, but it's unconventional to you, or unorthodox, or just different, or your daily routines have become different, or whatever, or maybe they're not. Maybe the same old types of people and same old routines. Whatever it is, you have to bring that spirit of change in there, and progression, and working towards something which is exciting, and it's new, and it's a breath of fresh air. So if it's like the traditional setup you're in, you need to bring the spirit of change in, the spirit of something very unusual into that. Or if you're in something that's different and unusual, and you're like kind of just flailing around a little bit, then you must bring in that regular, organized, methodical kind of step-by-step going forward. So whatever it is, you've got to work regularly on something which is different, and that can really pay off. This is the aspect that can make dreams come true. So just stick at it, persevere. This is also about groups and group connections as well, and friendships of various kinds. Jupiter has begun his new cycle, and putting a beneficial emphasis on your joint financial area. Jupiter's in Virgo at the moment, so that means that you could grow and expand financially through, the contribution of another. And this can just mean more goodies in the pipeline for you because of a key relationship, or maybe it's more than one key relationship. Now, you know, ideally this is somebody, well, maybe not ideally when I come to think about it, but this may be somebody you know, or it could be an outside agency, or whatever it is allowing you to feather the nest a little bit better, sort of thing. It may be a different financial strategy or setup, with the space, with the money, with a joint sort of project or idea or passion that you share. Whatever it is, it's a good one because it just helps to underpin you emotionally and materially, and that's always good. It could even be a legacy of some kind that comes towards you. And you Aquarians born the 6th to the 11th of February, or with 18 to 23 degrees rising, are going to feel that energy the most. Just at the beginning of the month, we got Mercury and Venus going over Pluto, so conversations take on a sort of maybe a more emotional feel, or a more profound sort of asking deeper questions feel to them, or maybe somebody's putting their cards on the table about their real feelings, or you are to them, or whatever it's about. Just be aware that that is coming up. So if you kind of book a day at the fair, or rather get taken for a day at the fair, it might turn out that something happens there which gets you thinking more deeply about something. I mean, that's just my silly example. So because it will do that. Pluto rules the underworld, so that tends to happen. And that's it. If you know your sun sign is Aquarius, but if you know your moon sign, which could be one of 12 signs, or your rising sign, then listen to the videos for those. And also, if you want to check any of this, it's on DianaGarland.com. I put out 2 other videos. One's called the Astrological Overview for 2016, and the other one's called the Overview of 2016. The second one, the Overview, has got some input from the guides. And so you might be interested in those. And that's it. I'll see you the next time.